Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Free Reasons Why. Thank you for coming back, man. Before I get started, man, smash that like button. Share it, subscribe, help us out, help us out. But it's your boy, Common Sense Marcus, in the building, and I can't do this alone.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the 209 Tiger. Stockton, stand up. We in the building. About to talk about some sports. And I'm here with.
CVP 209, Stockton, California, born and raised. Right now, I've been out here in Vegas about 10 years probably this year. 100 degrees right now here, bright and early with the heat. And let's get it popping.
Yeah, you soldier for that.
10 years in the dry heat in the desert. Hey, who's what's the y'all real quick? Y'all know the name of the mafias that went out there that started the casino?
Bugsy Siegel?
Was it Siegel?
Was it Bugsy Siegel?
I know. No,
Meyer
there's a big name, like a last name. I can't think of it.
I know Blue Eyes was running it.
But shout out to them for making nothing into something, and it's still going. Anyways, we got to start with the NBA. I think it's the Eastern Divisional round. Then we come in with those little leprechauns out there in Boston. They just squeak by or destroyed or whatever the champs. To be the champs, you got to beat the champs. I didn't see it coming. The man down there seen it coming. I don't know how he seen it coming, but how did you see this coming? Not in 5, not in 6, but in 7. How did you see this coming?
Yo, that series should have been over in 5 games. They should have called that foul in game 6, number 1. So you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't even. It should have been over in 6. Or what was that? The one with the Marcus Smart, where he did that follow through going up for the shot.
Yeah, man, that one on the 3. They missed that call, but then what about the one where Holiday stole the ball?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, Holiday made some good plays after that. Or that was what the game that just passed.
Yeah, the game before that.
Yeah, those were the back-to-back games. They should have closed them out. I'm telling you, I just think, like, I'm not saying take my money, but if you have money, put all your money on Boston, not only going to the finals, but put a side bet on them to win the finals, preferably over the Warriors. But, what they got
Hold on, wait. You got to stop right there. So you saying put the money on Boston, pass Miami, like, fuck Miami. You ain't nothing. Jimmy Buckets ain't nothing. Lowry ain't nothing. Hero ain't nothing. Bolster is a great coach. He ain't nothing. Shut up. Go to the Warriors, heads up, and then if you got a little extra change to win the chip.
Nothing against Miami. Miami is a nice team. I just think defensively, it's too much for one person to beat Boston. I seen it with Giannis, and I'm like, he was playing great, but, eventually you got to slow down. It's just too much minute. When Middleton hurt, now if Middleton was playing, maybe I might have picked, Milwaukee, but Middleton is their closer. And without him, they can't hit anything outside of the paint. They were the bigger team, and so that played a big difference. But, this is just Tatum's year. This is the year to wake people up, I mean, he's not going to do nothing to overtake Joel Embiid or Giannis' spot in the Eastern Conference, but he has a chance to, like, lock down that third position, and then next year maybe he'll ascend into the top 2, depending on what happens with Joel Embiid going forward.
Before you crown Tatum as the best Eastern player or whatever you did last time, you hear this man, CDP? He said, fuck Miami, basically. They're a nice team. They've been in the finals twice or this far 2 times in the last 3 years, but they're a nice team.
Right now, the Celtics they hot right now. They hot. They got the hot hand right now. But Miami, they got heart. Jimmy got heart. So it ain't gonna be no cakewalk. But size wise, they on even tables right now, and Celtics just got the more star power. And I think that's what's going on in Phoenix right now in Dallas. I see right now the stat board. Luka first quarter, Luka got 12 points. The rest of his team like 2, 3, and they up by 10 points, 27-10. It's about that star power right now. This is game 7. It don't matter. You can come like 20, 30 people got 20, 30 people who off the bar. If you got that one star that could just take over a game.
Well, Milwaukee had a star. They had the MVP of the finals last year.
Yeah. They had a star, but ran out of gas, I think.
But can Jimmy Butler? Let's go down the list. First of all, shout out to Boston. Y'all won. Shout out to old man Al Horford. Man, what a fucking game you did there. 30-some points. That was sweet for old people like myself.
That was a nice game.
Let's go shot for shot. Who's the point guard in Miami? Is it Lowry?
Lowry, but he's injured.
Yeah, he looking bad.
His hamstring is shot, so I don't even think he'll be a factor in this series coming up.
So star to star, you'll give it to Marcus Smart then, like check Marcus Smart.
A healthy Lowry, I'll give it to Marcus Smart.
Oh shit, okay, it wasn't a question.
Defensive player of the year.
Then the shooting guard.
Shooting guard?
You got Brown
or who's the shooting
Hero.
guard? Hero?
Hero.
Or did he come off the bench?
Hero coming off the bench. They got
okay, if we don't know his name, just take Brown.
Brown. Yeah. If you don't know his name, that's two for Boston.
White dude, number 31, Chouts or whatever. He be hitting threes, but he's just a 3-point guy. So I take Celtics.
Right, that's 2-0 Celtics. Then you got what? Small forward.
Yeah. That's easy. You already know that. Tatum.
Over Butler?
Yeah.
Damn. See, that's why I got to go the other way. Y'all fucking drunk. But that's 3-0 right there. I shouldn't even do Bam or the center then, against Al Horford. It's 3-0 right there.
Hey,
so star for star. Boston.
Well, Bam should win his matchup. The center is hurt on Boston.
Miami, I don't even know who the power forward is on Miami. I forgot.
Is it PJ Tucker still?
PJ Tucker.
OG PJ.
And he don't score.
He locks you down.
That's my thing with the series.
I think the only thing that Miami got is Bam, the center.
That's my thing with the series is where's the points going to come from to beat Boston? Jimmy Butler's only going to get you 30 points like 2 times in the series. Like that scoring is not his game. His game is like everything.
No,
like,
yeah, he's
like
all around player, but
Jason Tatum's game is evolving, but scoring is his main thing. Like CDP was saying earlier in the group text, like scoring is his calling card. But like I'm saying is like I'm starting to notice like other parts of his game that like defense and facilitating that's getting better.
He gets better at defense.
Like Jimmy Butler is like I don't think he has enough in Miami. Like Hero and Bam, they're gonna give you time. They're gonna give you games, but I mean, Philly was in the series. It's just they needed somebody.
You
want to respond to Philly being in the series, CDP, the 76er fan?
We played soft. We deserved to lose. We played that last game. We gave up the first quarter. You know what I mean?
Doc Rivers would never win the finals without like 4 or 5 All-Stars on his team.
We just need a dog. We don't even need an All-Star. We need a dog.
But see,
I believe over this summer Maxey need to sit out and I'm taking this. He holds back too much.
He was ready to trade him earlier.
He'll be quiet, but I'm just saying though, he's still passive.
Well, Dame is Dame,
This is I let Harden or Embiid have it. He need to come in like Iverson when he came in. Iverson said, "Oh, y'all move the fuck around. It's my team now." You know what I mean?
Everybody don't got that dog in their fight. But getting back to Miami, Boston. So, y'all both taking Boston in the series, right?
Yeah.
Boston and what?
I got Boston.
I'll say 6 games.
Fine. 6.
Because it's going to be in Miami to start. I think Boston will split in Miami, win the 2 in Boston, and then they'll probably end it in Boston.
I'll say this: it's going to come down to gritty team defense. Both teams play really gritty defense. They shut down Giannis's, made it look ugly. The basketball they were playing, disgusting. But I got to go with Jimmy Buckets and the poster, Miami. Who got home court? Miami got home court?
Yeah.
Man, we gonna make it ugly. Miami in 5.
And then
Miami in 5. Gentlemen sweep.
It's one time.
Get the fuck out of here.
Jimmy
Butler is a true all-star. Miami was there 2 out of the 3 years. This their time. PJ Tucker ain't no punk. Bam coming, Hero. Goddamn, that's the only kid I know, minus LeBron James. I've been hearing about him since he was like 8. This boy Hero. He lived up to it, but he gotta prove it.
We ain't missing one time. The motherfucker that hit like 33 pointers and shit today. Williams.
Yeah, they got Williams coming off the bench.
That motherfucker right there won the game for the Celtics today. He's gonna be
hard. He got hard. He had to shut down Giannis a lot. But all right, so
that's what I'm talking about. The dog. That dude Williams, he's a dog. Smart, he's a dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like Marcus Smart.
There in Miami, Lowry, he's injured, but he's a dog. So he ain't gonna be no factor.
Bam.
But after that, all they got is Jimmy. I think too much on Jimmy's plate.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Bam is that good. I'm not saying he's not that good.
He's a 2010 guy. You give him a 2010 guy, right?
I give him 50.
Yeah, I could maybe see that like 18 but it's like he's labeled as like a great as like a top East center, but he's okay. I mean, he's cool.
We'll find out. I say Miami at 5. They got Boston at 6. Now coming to the other side, how did y'all feel about the Warriors in the Memphis series? How that went down?
I mean, Ja got hurt, so I mean, took the suspense out of it.
Like I said earlier, I said in the last video, I was just like, I think Memphis, they're just too young right now. They're just too young, the veterans over there, and they've been there, they've done that. You know what I'm saying? They was up 3 games to 1. I mean, they slacked off that one game that they got blown out. You know what I'm saying? They could have been putting Memphis out a long time ago. But yeah. It was just ridiculous, man. It felt like I was watching a 3-point contest watching the Warriors play the other night. Like, fuck. Everybody on there. They got Booth, what's his name? Boone or Booth or whatever his name is on the Warriors. The young guy, what was his name? Poole.
Oh.
He pulling up from half court. Curry pulling up from half court. Thompson pulling up from half court.
Oh, boy, Clay.
What the fuck? What can you do about it? You can't guard that.
Do you think they like that grab of the knee on Ja after he got hurt? Was that shady? Was that dirty? Was that intentional? Did that break the code?
It was like, if you watching in regular time, like it was like a split second. I think it was just an accident. It was like
you watch it. If you don't watch this split second, nigga look like he was like, "There's no ball over here. I don't care." Ugh.
In slow motion, it looked shady though. In slow motion, it looked shady.
They got to slow it down for you to even see it. Like, it was just the timing. He planted his foot solid, and dude pulled it just the right way, and that was that.
Well, if you slow it down, your brain makes you think anything. But to me, it looked like he grabbed his knee right here, kind of came toward you, at the same time gave a little shove. But is that enough to take people down? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe Ja has something else. But
I mean, at the end of the day, if you look at Ja's body frame, he need to eat some peanut butter sandwiches and lift some weight. He can't play at this weight the rest of his career. He got to gain some weight. He got to get.
He's a little too bouncy. Like the stuff that he does is like Stephen A. says. It's like it's a little too much. Like, ooh, that's nice, but damn, dude, like if you don't land that perfectly, you're taking a risk. But I mean, they got to find someone from the next generation. Like I said, they crown everybody but Jason Tatum. Like Devin Booker is the son of Kobe for reasons I don't even know.
Jason Tatum drum like boom, boom.
All I'm saying is there's level. The reason why there's a game 7 right here, there's a level on being stars. And Devin Booker isn't a superstar. He's just a star. That's it. He's like an 86, 88% out of 100. Luka is like a 95 to a 97%. None of them can share the court with Luka. Like that's why Luka is gonna average 40 something a game, and Booker will average 20 something because there's levels of stardom. That's why Boston and Miami went, because it's a superstar versus superstar going at it, and it went to 7 games. But if there was somebody else running with Luka, they would have took Phoenix out already.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying
Gonna win.
you're saying Boston and Milwaukee won 7 games because Giannis and Tatum are 2 superstars.
Yeah, what you gotta do is just going 40 and 40. It's like you know, like they're lifting, they're bringing players with them. Like, don't get me wrong, like Horford had a game. I mean, like it's a team game, so somebody's gonna step up in a 7-game series. Grant Williams came off the bench and hit some big threes today. But what they don't tell you was until they started throwing foul calls left and right at Tatum, he was on pace for like 42.
But what people ain't paying no attention to, Tatum in the third quarter, Tatum was on the bench when they went off. Tatum was sitting there when they went off.
He was on the bench. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is they were doing nothing defensively that if he wasn't on the bench would have stopped him from scoring. Like, he came back off the bench and was just getting buckets. Like, the Bucks were just gassed. Like, they couldn't guard, they couldn't score. But it was just like, when was Boston going to pull away? You got 55 points with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. It's a problem.
Yeah, no, then without a doubt, you gave up mentally. You know, you checked out. You pulled a 76ers is what they call it, or a Laker move. You know, but going back to your superstar analogy, so it went 7 games because 2 superstars won at it. You said Booker's not a superstar, but so why is Luka taking 7 games if he's a superstar against a nobody?
Because him and Chris Paul are like average stars, like regular stars. So that equals like 1 superstar. You get what I'm saying? It takes 2 of them.
I just want to see where your logic was at. Yeah.
There's levels to this. Like a video game, there's like a level 99 and a level 60. Like, you know what I'm saying? One dude is a lot harder to kill by, you know what I'm saying, unless you got some help.
But then that's where I throw the ultimate like fuckery up, I guess, in there is like, how you gonna explain the Warriors in Memphis? Did that go to 7-2?
Went to 6.
6. And you got supposedly 3 stars, or I don't know if you call Clay a star anymore, but you got Steph, you got Poole. I don't know what level you would put him on, Draymond, and you just got Ja, but he got hurt. And then what? Boone, you was hyping up Boone. I don't know what level he's on.
But he got hurt. Yeah, he was dealing with his back. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the Warriors caught a break, but like Chris said, like they went into a game just playing and got, you know what I'm saying, got beat. But then they came back out and, you know, finished the deal because what was Memphis like? Who was Memphis going to lean on? Like when Phoenix is struggling, there's nobody for them to lean on because Devin Booker is like, I don't know, he really doesn't get his own shot. He comes off of screens and like Reggie Miller.
So I got a question for y'all. The score right now, second quarter, 8 minutes left. Dallas up 34, Phoenix 22, game 7. I think we all picked Arizona coming out. It's game 7. Who you got right now?
Oh, Luka gone. I picked Phoenix, but remember, if you go back to the video, I said that they're gonna get a couple.
Go back to the video and like that shit, by the way.
They're gonna get a couple of games because of Luka, just because of him.
Well, they got 3. Who you got right now?
Luka.
I'm gonna take Phoenix because that's who I wrote. That's who I picked. You know, like I ain't gonna switch up.
I think Luka's gonna put them away.
But I'm not confident because like I said, Phoenix has a lot of middle of the road, kind of like solid players, but they don't have a superstar. Dallas has like middle of the road players too, but they got one guy that can go get 50. That one guy that can get 50 can keep you in any game. Where the little guys just have to step up and knock down threes.
And this is just and Phoenix fell in that trap. They should have put them away. They should have put Dallas away early.
Phoenix is just a balanced team. They got Phoenix got a big man. They got a point guard. They got a shooting guard. They got long defenders. They play well as a team. This
game right here falls right in Luka's hands, right here. He just needs one game, put up 50 and send their ass home.
Find out. They up 12. They up 12 right now in the second quarter. It's a long game still. I got to stay with Arizona. I picked Arizona. I wouldn't mind if Dallas did it. Fuck both teams, really. It's not the Lakers, but, I mean, hey, either way it'd be cool. I think we all had the Warriors. I had Miami coming out. I did have Milwaukee, so, you know, the man down there, you know, the Tatum bandwagon had that right. I don't remember what you had, CDP. Did you have Milwaukee or Boston?
I have Milwaukee.
And you're rolling with your 76ers, right?
Yeah.
So far, Tiger got the best percentage so far.
From the jump, I said Miami. I said Sixers and 6 because it's all. And then I was overhyped, and then V came back and we blew the Heat out, and I said they ain't ever gonna win a game again. But that was
I remember that. And that's a fan right there. That's a fan.
My right mind. I said Miami and 6 because we play too soft. So
if y'all keep your score, Tigers, you know what I'm saying? If y'all bet it, man, put the money on the Tiger. And in Miami, I wanted to switch gears real quick with some NFL news. We were talking off screen about some quarterbacks. Did y'all see that bullshit with Tua and his receivers? Is that team loaded? Is that team ready to make a jump? Is that team, Miami Dolphins, are they coming?
I think that shit was overblown. Tua probably just walked on the field and, that was probably just his first little relaxed throw. If you go back to his Alabama days, that's the whole reason he got drafted. The dude got a cannon for an arm. So his arm strength, if you want to talk shit about his arm strength, then you just don't like Tua. Because that's why he's in the NFL, because of his arm strength.
I'm not gonna lie, like the thing I liked the most about Tua was his anticipation. The way he just would put the ball in a spot, like right for dude to just go run and get it. But it's like, I think that's the thing that he's lacking the most right now in the NFL. Like, I don't know if he's just hurrying up or if he's rushing or what, but like his arm strength, I don't know. Like, I heard about what you guys were talking about with Tyreek Hill. We're talking about he hella underthrew him or something like that.
Yeah, so I wish I could pull up the video, but I don't know. It seemed like as Chris said, Tua just came out there and just threw the ball. And, he was probably the fastest or one of the fastest people in the NFL. So he was gone. He had to come back for the ball. So
I mean, it's such a plug and play world. Like, you know what I'm saying? They think like we think like, oh, so and so got so and so. It's a championship now. Like these people gotta gel. These people gotta get used to each other. These people gotta learn each other's ways and all that shit, and what routes they like to run, and how they like to run their routes, and when the quarterback like to release. It's a whole bunch of shit that go into the chemistry. Like people who are like, oh, they got Hill now. Hill gonna catch 2,000 yards and woo. No, they gotta get used to each other and shit. They probably won't even be used to each other till mid-season and shit.
Well, I had to go get my phone. It's May 15th, Sunday, May 15th. As of now, they don't got Debo neither. Come on, Niners, man. Sign my nigga Debo, man. Stop this bullshit. You know my nigga Debo, man. In the other NFL news.
One of them motherfuckers.
What was up?
I said, Niners need to hurry up and sign one of them motherfuckers before the season starts.
Bosa, you talking about Bosa and Debo?
Me personally, I think Bosa is the most important to sign. Because I think if y'all lost Bosa, that'll be more affected. That would affect you guys more than losing Debo. I think if y'all lost Bosa, yeah, y'all would go down. But I think Debo is a massive talent, but he can get replaced. His production can get replaced by multiple players. But Bosa, that shit right there can't get replaced. You got whole offensive lines focusing on that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I can't dispute your logic. That was perfect logic right there. And technically, we don't have to pay Debo for a whole year. But if you don't keep this man happy, it's gonna be bad. But I'm just glad, like I said, that I haven't heard nothing. No news sometimes is good news. But some other news I did hear is your boy, and then at one time maybe been my boy, but I know Tiger's boy, Shake and Bake Mayfield. What's going on with him?
They're looking for a team, but the problem is he's competing against Jimmy G. Teams are gonna ride with Jimmy G because Jimmy G is like a dude that a head coach would love. Like he gonna do what you say. He gonna run the play how you know what I mean. It's like Baker's more of like you said, like he like to improvise. He like to talk back. He gonna say whatever. Jimmy G always gonna be professional. He always gonna be the good soldier. People would rather lose with that than sign somebody with higher upside like Baker Mayfield. Not to say Jimmy G can't lead a team to, like, they're saying what, Carolina might be in on him. I mean, he could take the Panthers to the wild card. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think Garoppolo is going to win the division with the Panthers because I've never believed in McCaffrey. I've never believed in Saquon Barkley. I've never believed in these running backs.
Wait. Hold on, man. Oh man, shout out to the drug dealer. It must have been a good one. You never believed in McCaffrey.
Nah.
Woo.
But I'm
man.
I'm saying long term. I'm saying like long term is like what has Saquon Barkley or McCaffrey ever done?
Well, take Barkley's name and go throw that away for a second. You know what I'm saying? You talking about CDC? He hasn't been doing it for at least 5 years.
Well, I said is where McCaffrey took the Panthers. Maybe I'm tripping.
Nah, he ain't took him nowhere. But you gotta,
you're talking like I'm crazy. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe McCaffrey took them to like a NFC title game or something.
Nah, okay. Well, I mean, if that's your measurements, I don't know. I was just like, ooh, you don't believe? I don't know.
I'm just saying he ain't Henry. He ain't Nick Chubb. He's not someone you could load up on carries on and just like ride him. He's not Marshawn Lynch. Like his effectiveness is like, give me 15 touches or 20 touches, and maybe I could take 1 or 2 to the house. But if he doesn't, then you can't really run him too much because then you're overusing him.
I mean, hey, going back to the Baker, I'm just glad that Jimmy G is a higher commodity than Baker because I'm a Niner fan. So 2 years ago, I was like, I'm done with Jimmy. I'm still done with you. Hope we get more than a bag of chips.
Hey, if they asked you right now, would you rather have McCaffrey or Deebo Samuel, who would you take? They got the same highlights. All they do is get the ball in. I mean, I'm not saying all they do, but I'm saying they get the ball in space and score. I mean, who's more important to you, Deebo or McCaffrey?
I mean,
oh, you can't see it, but it's there.
Both, if they were both healthy,
that's who's more important.
If they were both healthy, I think McCaffrey would be more important to a team.
But that's who you would trust in a big game. Like I've seen Deebo take.
I've
seen Deebo. My problem is I'm loyal though. That's my problem.
I've seen Deebo carry in the clutch.
Yeah, I seen it too.
If both of them 100% healthy, yeah, McCaffrey. McCaffrey is a game changer, like big time. Like,
but change your game to what though? Like
the Cardinals fell off the map when he got hurt. Like niggas are scared of the Cardinals. I mean
the Cardinals. You mean the Panthers? Oh yeah.
Excuse me. The Panthers are a scary team with him just out there.
Okay, next year, what you think they're gonna do?
Well, it depends on what the quarterback's gonna be. I don't know.
No, McCaffrey's healthy, so what? They're gonna go to the second round of the playoffs. They're gonna go to the title game.
They're gonna make the playoffs if he stays healthy. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like
quarterback though. Who's the quarterback?
They can make the playoffs with the quarterback they got.
So, but what I'm saying is like
the division that they're in right now, they can make the playoffs easy.
But what I'm saying is, you're saying McCaffrey is such a game-changing player that I'm thinking he should do better than Wild Card Weekend. Like, because I'm telling you, Deebo can take you far in the playoffs because I've seen it. So if you would take him over Deebo, then you would have faith to take you to a Super Bowl.
As defense too, though.
Okay, so let's.
Y'all front seven is probably the coldest front seven in the NFL for like the last 10 years.
That's not true.
Okay, well,
I mean, I'm grateful for the compliment, but that's not true. I mean, we had some good pieces.
What are you talking about?
I'll take
the top seven, the front seven. I'm just saying, you can't even. Hold on, Tiger. If we had the best in the last 10 years, give me 3 players on that line. I'm a Niner fan.
When the last time y'all front seven sucks since 2010?
So we draft good. That's not much. You can't be bad at me because we draft good.
Y'all have the coldest, basically, defense in the last 10 years.
But I'll take Deebo out of it. I mean, what player do you want to put against McCaffrey? Like, I'll put any player against McCaffrey is my point.
If Deebo
forget Deebo. We'll go to a new team.
Y'all still going to the playoffs because of y'all defense.
Nick Chubb or McCaffrey. We'll go to a different team.
Going back to McCaffrey. it just hit me wrong that you were like, I never was impressed with him.
Nick Chubb or McCaffrey?
Nick Chubb or McCaffrey?
McCaffrey.
What?
Yes.
You said McCaffrey over Nick Chubb?
All day. All day. All day.
All day.
Nick Chubb that took his team to the AFC title game?
All day.
From
All
McCaffrey,
day.
I love this man so much. That's what I'm talking about. People be getting crowned in sports for doing
Chubb
nothing.
is the two-man. You talking about overwork. Chubb is the two-man load. They got Chubb and who else they got?
Okay. We'll go like how many players like, you know what I'm saying? Will y'all give McCaffrey an excuse for? Because if I bring up somebody, y'all got
I said was this. I was shocked. I was shocked that
Alvin Kamara or Christian McCaffrey, like, or is the Saints defense too good, or is the Saints too good? Like, what player do I got? Cooper Kupp or McCaffrey? Or is that like what players do I gotta find to put up against McCaffrey where it's considered a fair
bro. Cooper McCaffrey down there caught for 1,000 yards and rushed for 1,000 yards. Like, bruh, like what?
McCaffrey, if you watching this shit, man, shoot me a jersey for holding you down. Coming after your name.
How long he been in the league? Like 2012? He did that like once? Like what, 2014?
McCaffrey is a game.
Like what? 2016?
He's a game changer. Like when he go down, everything is over with.
What?
Everything. Your whole shit. Telling you, like the Niners, they could lose Debo and still be going to the NFC damn championship. I'm telling you.
Okay, I'll put it to you like this: the running back in Indianapolis or McCaffrey. It like what is fair enough to where we're just looking at a player versus a player?
What are you comparing? Like, I'm saying him because of more value he brings. McCaffrey brings. He could carry a team. Like if Stewart.
What I'm saying is Stewart got like one of the coldest offensive lines in the NFL. That's what I'm saying. There's always a reason why dudes are better than McCaffrey. There's always a reason why dudes are doing better than McCaffrey.
You put Stewart on Panthers right now, he just be he'll get like 1,000, 1,200. He ain't gonna get no 17 down there 2,000 yards rushing. McCaffrey over there doing all that shit with it, and everybody know he's getting the ball. He's over there on some Barry Sanders Detroit Lions shit. Everybody know who getting the ball, whether it's a pass or a run. Everybody know who getting the ball with McCaffrey. Like, and he's still doing his thing. But
everybody know Niners Deebo Samuel's getting the ball.
Nah, hell no.
Nobody knows Debo's the main offensive weapon of the Niners.
Y'all got other weapons, man.
But what I'm saying is he was the main offensive weapon down the stretch.
Yeah, he's the main offensive weapon. But what I'm saying is, Debo, y'all still good. Y'all still will be good. Panthers lose McCaffrey, is over.
Well, he's who they got everything invested in though. So that's like anything. Like if Russell Wilson got hurt, the Broncos ain't going nowhere. Like you could say that about any team where they're built around one dude.
You got to use his. Look at the skill set he brings. You got to invest everything in him.
He's a good player. I'm just saying to be the best, you got to prove something. And dudes is getting crowned for being regular season heroes and fantasy football heroes. And that's how I see McCaffrey. Like
that's how I see Kupp before he
if you want to put him in that same category, if you want to put him in that same category, you could say the same thing about Barry Sanders.
Maybe. Damn. Like I didn't actively watch football like during Barry Sanders' time. So he could have been, but I actively watch it now and I'm like, I don't see nothing like McCaffrey's a good player, but he's not available. Like
update real quick. It's 25. Hold on, Chris. It's 48-25. Phoenix only got 25 points with 2 minutes left in the second half.
CP3.
You can't break 30 before the second half. You don't want to win the game.
It's been a bad day for offenses in the NBA. The first game was hard to watch until like the end of the third quarter.
CP3
like a lot of
trying to get ragged off.
They're at home too. That's sad. But I got a question, man. Let's get off this McCaffrey bullshit, man. Debo Samuel was over him all day long. McCaffrey, cool. I was just shocked that he was like, he ain't nothing. But anyways,
I'm not saying he's nothing. I just don't think he's great.
who is gonna take the biggest leap this year?
Plus another reason I picked McCaffrey because he kicked my college team ass for 3 years straight. I know what the dude could do.
I mean, okay, we'll try to break this or wrap this up with this question right here with the NFL. Who do you think is gonna take the biggest leap this year? Who are you gonna take the step back? I mean, we way early. We in May 15th. We'll talk about this probably 17 more times, but who's going to take the biggest leap off the draft picks, off the, the signing, whatever.
You be making me sound biased, but this whole new coaching staff that we got with this offensive scheme coming from the Rams, we're gonna be a whole new team out there. And what we did with the defense, we just filled the spots that we needed on defense. Right, Minnesota gonna be a whole new team. But
what was your record last year?
But if I'll just stop being biased. But I honestly think that this offense is going. But the biggest leap, I would say, team is going to be. Man, people sleeping on the Eagles, man. The Eagles, they did a lot of shit over there. Miami, I would say Miami, but Miami is Miami, like,
Give me the prediction, the record of that, and your Minnesota Vikings.
Eagles made the wild card last year, right?
Yeah.
So where do you think they're going to jump to?
Oh yeah, they did. They
made the wild card for the losing record, I think.
But so give me the prediction of your Vikings and give me the prediction of the Eagles. What you think, real quick? This is early, guys. Smash that like button for these early predictions.
I think we'll get 12 wins.
Damn. What we got last year? Third in your division? No, y'all were second in your division.
Second, we had 8 wins last year.
But you know what?
So 4 more victories.
I can see a scenario where that happens.
What about the Eagles?
We lost like 5 games last year by 1 to 3 points. Like.
And you said the Eagles made the wild card weekend. You think they're gonna make it there again, or obviously to the divisional round now? I guess.
I think they'll be better than a wild card team.
Oh, okay.
The division, yeah, definitely.
Real quick before I go to time, biggest step back.
The biggest step back.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna put it out there. I think KC gonna take the biggest step back.
I hope so.
I don't know.
KC.
They don't. I don't know if they. I'm sure Mahomes know, but that Tyreek Hill effect not being there no more. That shit gonna change everything for Kelsey and all that.
I'll probably say Seattle. Like off the top of my head, there's probably a number of teams I could say. I'll say Seattle just because they're gonna find out life is hard without dude run. They're also gonna find out it's easier without him throwing you out of a game, but without him always there to save you all the time. Like it might be hard offensively for a minute out there.
Yeah, they ain't got no offensive line. That was gonna be my pick, the biggest step back, or one of my picks, the biggest step. But go ahead.
I was gonna say the team I think is gonna make the increase is the Lions. I think the Lions. I don't want to say wild card because that's a lot. Huh?
What was the record last year?
I think they won 4 games, 4 to 5 games. Let me look right now, to be honest.
So what, you going to 8?
I think they won like 3 games last year, didn't they?
Nah, they had Fitzpatrick early. He must have gave you at least 1 game.
Let me see.
They barely got their first win. They beat. I think we lost to them. And
okay, they were. Oh no! Hold on.
We lost to them, and they were celebrating that. I think we gave them like
3-13.
Yeah, they won like
1 tie.
Yeah,
They're 3-13-1. I'm gonna say they're gonna get to 7 games. I want to say 9. That's a lot for a team that, like, you know what I'm saying, that lost 13 games. I'll say 7.
I was shocked they didn't take Willis. That was crazy. That was like he would have beat Goff in the preseason. He would have been starting for sure.
He went to a good place in Tennessee, if you know what I'm saying.
Goff is like dude over there might be in trouble. Probably not.
If Tannehill's nah.
Probably not this year, but next offseason, I think Willis might give him a run for his money.
Who you think is going to take the step back and forward, Marcus?
I was looking real quick because I think the obvious pick as far as like the going forward, but I'm trying to see what they want is the Broncos. I think they were missing a quarterback. Now they got a quarterback. They got a receiver. They got a running back. They got like a young nucleus. Now, if Russell Wilson go over there and be the Russell Wilson that I fucking hated going against, in 2012, 2013, they can be explosive. But that division is, I don't think Kansas City's taking a step back. I hope they do, but that division is nasty. I would say now that if Seattle still had Russell Wilson, I guess either way, the AFC West and the NFC West are the two hardest divisions, I believe, but I'm biased as fuck. I'm a Niner fan.
None of us said nothing about the Chargers. Their defense is crazy.
I was thinking about the Chargers, but like when
they were so close.
When we say teams that make a leap, I mean, I'm thinking like 3 to 4 games, and like when you said the Eagles are making a leap, I'm like, well, shit, if they're in the wild card, I mean, like a leap to me from the wild card is like they got to go to the title game. You know what I mean? Like they don't have to win it yet, but I'm like so I'm trying to think like I don't know if I trust the Chargers to start winning in the playoffs yet. Same thing with Denver, like you said, it might take time. The Lions to win in the regular season, I mean, sometimes you get in a groove. You come across teams get hurt. I think the coach on the Lions is kind of like he does good kind of motivating the team, getting the team to play with them. Yeah. Like they were in a lot of close games last year. Just like that whole division is usually in like close games. I think it's easier for them to swing 4 wins to get to like 7-10 or something like that than it would be to probably be like Chargers is going to go to like the title game or because they were right there on the cusp, like them and the Raiders.
Yeah, if they would have beat the Raiders on that Sunday night game, they'd be in the playoffs, yeah.
And the Raiders were a screw job away from beating the Bengals.
A team that I don't think, or maybe some people think, go ahead.
You know what? You could have Seattle. I think the Bengals is the team that's going to take the step back.
The team I think damn.
That's the team out of everybody. I mean, that was my original. Seattle was just kind of like the hanging fruit. But honestly, I believe myself, the Bengals are going to take a step back. They won't win as many games. The division is more competitive.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to tie the Lions with the Cleveland Browns because I think
nigga, let me talk. Nigga, nah, go ahead. Hold on, let me touch on that thing because that's what I was gonna say. The Browns, niggas ain't knowing the Browns are gonna lose a lot of games because Deshaun Watson got to sit at least 6 to 8 games, right? Off top, so that's 6 to 8 games you losing. You might win 1 or 2, and I think the whole division, the Bengals might take a step back because I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are gonna make the playoffs next year.
Yeah, that quarterback the Steelers got, that's like, he looked like he was Steelers quarterback already. Like, that was a perfect quarterback for them.
I just think their defense is too good. Like, even if you had, they could have Jimmy Garoppolo, like, sign Jimmy G for 1 year and let that rookie, sit, and they can make the playoffs, I think. But, the Browns for sure is another team I think is going to take a huge step back. But that's early May 15th pick, man. We just shooting sports.
You think they're gonna take a step back?
Back.
I think the opposite. I think they're going forward.
How many games did they win last year?
I don't think they made the playoffs.
Yeah, well, they was like 8-8, 7-9.
Yeah, there's something like that.
Or 7-10.
I think the Browns is going to the AFC title game, honestly.
Oh my God!
Like,
man,
and that's just like straight off.
Save that smoke for another day, because that's man. I gotta hit the pin. The AFC title game.
I'm talking like there's levels. Like I told you, some are superstars and some are stars. But Deshaun Watson,
they play football
from the day I first seen Deshaun Watson, That is a winner. That's a superstar. And watch what he do in Cleveland. That team didn't lose a whole lot. They just lost really Baker Mayfield and Jarvis Landry. They didn't lose a whole lot of that team that made the
You can't play for 8 games
game years ago. That team that was up on Kansas City in the AFC title game, the Nucci list is still there. They just got a better quarterback. You could replace Jarvis Landry.
Fuck that. We was gonna wrap this show, but fuck that. We giving you more smoke right now. Fuck that. I'm pulling up the Brown schedule. We go on fucking game for game. First of all, you got to tell me how many games Deshaun Watson's gonna be suspended for. You pick.
Whoa, well, he's suspended. I thought it was over. I thought he was still going.
He never got suspended.
I mean, well, they kept him out for a year with pay. Like they forced him. You know what I mean? Like they forced him not to play. He never said I didn't want to play.
So you're telling me no suspension?
It seemed like the cases are over now, like, right? That's why they traded in that. Like, he could still get retried, but
all right, like let's go. Let's go. No suspension. Week 1 versus the Panthers.
Cleveland.
Week 2, Jets.
Cleveland.
Week 3, Steelers.
Cleveland.
That's 3-0 right there. Week 4, Falcons.
Cleveland.
4-0, Chargers.
Where's the game at?
In Cleveland.
Cleveland. Where was the Steeler game at?
In Cleveland.
Okay, I'm still rare.
5-0, undefeated, he said so far, just so you keep it track.
Week 6, y'all early.
Week 6 in Cleveland, the Patriots.
Cleveland.
In Baltimore, week 7.
Baltimore.
First loss, 6-1 after 7 weeks in Baltimore. Bengals at home, week 8.
Cleveland.
7-1 still. Miami at Miami.
Miami.
You got Miami?
Yeah. Especially if it's an early game, Miami will win that going away because that heat at that, yeah, I got him. I got Miami.
7-2.
That humidity is something else.
7-2. Next week after Miami at New York, Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
It's November 20th. It's cold, but they both cold teams.
All right, dude. That's right there. Cleveland.
So what's that? 8-2.
I believe in Nick Chubb, though. I believe Nick Chubb is like right behind Henry as like the best running back. So it's like as a team, I'm betting like 2 superstars to me offensively.
I'll give you one more game. We see where we're going with this bullshit, but I'll give you one more game. So after that 8-2 with the Bills, you get Nick Chubb. The very next week, the Bucks come to town. You already 8-2. If you go 9-2 after this or 8-3, you got a damn good shot to make the playoffs.
Who comes to town?
The Bucks. Your boy, your living legend, your God, Tom Brady.
The game is in Cleveland?
In Cleveland.
I'll take Tampa.
PM.
Take Tampa.
So that'd be like 8-3. Then they play the Titans. You probably let them win 9. Then the Bengals. Then there's some divisional games again. I'm just saying, the AFC title game.
Look, they're gonna lose to Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. They're gonna lose to Baltimore. They'll split with the Bengals. That division's gonna split like mostly with each other. But I'm just like, dude,
so
Deshaun Watson,
like 12-5 or 13-4 in that range. Then
individually, I'm just saying, this is my thought. Individually, Nick Chubb and Deshaun Watson both took their team to the NFC title game as the spearhead of their offenses, and they were both up on the Kansas City Chiefs at that point in time. All I'm saying is these two are together. Deshaun will make a wide receiver. If they can improve on the defense in the secondary with old boy with the long arms, Garrett, you know what I'm saying? That team still got that offensive line. That team Hunt will be back healthy. That team is going to be it's getting slept on to me.
One of the main reasons why I told them they're going to take a huge step back is because I'm under the impression that Deshaun Watson is not playing the first 6 to 8 games.
He's going to play. They're going to work that out.
Hey, there you have it.
Well, that's sports for y'all right now. Let me see. I think the score. Let me see this. Ooh, it's halftime. 57-27 Dallas right now. Luka
Can't get 30.
got 27 and 9 first half. Spencer Dinwiddie got 21 at halftime.
It's like I said, Booker has 2 points. Chris Paul has 1 point. There's just levels to it.
But look, I'm a Laker fan, a diehard Laker fan. I remember when Phil Jackson came over. I don't know if his philosophy was like that in Chicago, but I remember he always used to say, if you could keep the team under 30 a quarter, we're going to win. Dallas keeping them under 30 for half. What the fuck's going on?
How Chris Paul and Booker only got 3 points between them? That's crazy.
But, that's
at home. They at home.
I know Harden like this. I had 11, so leave me alone.
Where's Odell at? Wasn't Odell at the other game? I hope Odell's in the crowd like,
With Booker's ex-girl.
Damn.
She gave hugs after the game, so it wasn't no issue. But anyway, that's sports for y'all this evening. Hope y'all having a good evening. Be safe. It's another episode on CDP 209. We got 209 Tiger. We got Marcus. Y'all hit that like button. View the show. Keep sending y'all support.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share this. And if you got some money that you ain't scared to lose, put Boston to beat the Heat. And if you really ain't scared to lose some money, put Boston to make the finals. And if you really about that life, put Boston to win the finals over the Warriors in 6 games.
Hey, there you have it, man. If you're about that life, you heard the man. Y'all be safe, man. Thanks for the real ones for watching, man. I'm out.